Hey, how's it going? How is everyone doing today? It's the fourth day of 2022, and my name is Thomas, and I'm an analyst and a trader with Olymp, and I would like to welcome everyone to our weekly trading session. This is my first online session of 2022. I hope this year will be full of joy, profits, and everyone will learn a lot about trading and improve their trading skills and improve their overall trading statistics and make the desired amount of money that you want. Because when you set yourself a goal, it is always better than not setting a goal. Even if you miss short or overdo it, then for the next period you will be able to adapt and to maybe plan a little better. But always setting goals is very important, because when you set a goal, you can see, whether you're like, um, so I mean, like whether you will be able to reach this goal, or you set yourself very hard goals, or you might be setting yourself very easy goals, which do not motivate you, which do not burn you inside from the inside. So it's very, very important to set realistic goals and to always set your next goal a little bit more, I would say a little harder maybe than the previous one, so trading remains a little challenge for you. Also, do not forget that we have here we have fixed time trades, forex trades, and we also have stock PT. So guys, so that's my nice 10%, so 10.88% profits since the end of August. So that's probably more, kind of like 20 times more that you can get in a bank, because the modern interest rates in banks, especially for the US dollar, are somewhere around 0.5%, 0.25%, things like that. So makes sense to learn about trading and invest more profitably and more wisely. So guys, today's topic for our FTT trading session is going to be, I know you can tell me, but I have set Axel strategy on my mind. It is on my mind, and I think that's a good strategy to begin 2022 with. One little thing which you have to do in this trading strategy is I like to change the color. So I like to differentiate between these two lines. So we have the blue line and we have the orange line. We can also make them a little bit more, a little bit thicker, so that I don't have to like look and see whether it's they crossed or not. So just make your life easier by making these indicators look a little thicker. So for those of you who don't know, Axel is a trading strategy which allows you to identify, so normal I would say like between 15 to 25 signals per hour on average if you are an active trader. And today I will probably try to show you. So I plan on actually showing you somewhere around 15 trades within 30 minutes of trading. So maybe 10. So between 10 to 15, but we will count. What else do I need to say before we start? Dear traders, if you have any questions, so please do write them in the chat. I always try to check out these messages and reply to them in a timely manner. So that would be that is also a great sort of way of providing me with feedback, because when I see your comments, your questions, then I understand that you're watching what I'm showing, and it is like a dialogue. So right, it's not a monologue. So I want this to be a dialogue about trading. So let me go ahead and scan through the list of assets in order to find a setup. Yeah, here it is, guys. The first setup with this strategy is when the blue line of the momentum indicator crosses the orange line. So this orange line Okay, one little adaptation. I like to set it to the period of 9, so not 14 but 9, and so whenever the blue line crosses the orange line, that is signal number 1. So we have basically signal number 1 and signal number 2. And signal number 1 is basically when the blue line crosses the orange line, and it does so from either upwards to downwards or from bottom upwards. So, and depending on how this crossing actually happens, then we want to open a trade in the upwards or in the downwards direction accordingly. So signal number 2 comes when appears when the orange line crosses the 100 line, which is this middle line in this momentum indicator subgraph, and when it crosses, so similarly when the orange line crosses the 100 line from bottom upwards, that's when you want to open trades in the upwards direction. And in this trading strategy, we only have one trade per signal, because in some of our trading strategies, which are trading strategies, so try to repeat, trading strategies, right? And in some of those, like the safari strategy, the diving strategy, and many other strategies, confrontation strategy, peacock strategy, things like that. In all those strategies, you can actually open multiple trades, so multiple setups. So once again, this signal, and it is also confirmed by this doji, right? See this doji with a very small body and two large shadows, one pointing upwards, another one pointing downwards, but they are quite big, and this is usually a sign of reversal, right? What was I saying? Yes, I was saying that in some of the strategies that we have on the platform, there are multiple so you get one signal, and as long as that signal is there, stays on the chart, you can keep opening trades in the upwards direction. So how to use this indicator? A question from Swapnil. So basically, I am showing it right now. So and throughout the course of this webinar, today's webinar, I will be very much giving examples on how to apply this trading strategy into practice. So 3 signals so far, and I want to let myself open another trade, which is kind of like a fresh signal here, which only happened 1 minute ago. And guys, one important thing I would like to remind you with this strategy, which is not sometimes obvious for beginners in trading. So guys, you have to understand that when we have a signal on from any indicator, normally from any strategy, we normally want to open, so we usually want to open these or like a trade from this signal when it is the so-called signal, when it is a fresh signal, right, which is happening either on the current candlestick or which happened on the previous candlestick. Okay, maybe 2 candlesticks back, but no more. So for example, in this case that I'm pointing at right now, which is the euro against the Australian dollar, there was a signal on the so signal number 2 from our strategy from Axel. So when the orange line crossed the 100 line, the middle line from top downwards, but that signal was something like, I don't know, 20 candlesticks ago. And in this strategy, you don't want to use this signal, because this signal is, well, it just happened a long time ago, I would say. So here's a brief explanation about this trading strategy. So once again, 2 setups in this strategy, 2 kinds of signals. The first one comes when the blue line crosses the orange line, and signal number 2 appears when the orange line crosses the 100 line, this middle line. So that's when you want to open trades according to this trading strategy. So what else I like about this strategy is that we only have one indicator in this strategy, guys. So we don't have to, like combine the signal from the momentum indicator with a signal from some other indicator. We only have one signal in this strategy, and that in my opinion is a great thing, because you will never get confused. And once again, one more signal, basic dollar index. So the blue line crosses the orange line. This happened, I would say, like somewhere in between these candlesticks, probably on this one, on the current one, and thus we want to open a trade upwards. Wow, so far my statistics looks good. Where was my first trade? So I guess my first trade was on the GBP JPY. I opened it at 16:07 my local time, and the Euro AUD once again closes with a profit. So 4 winning trades in a row. That's a good beginning of the first webinar of this year. All right, guys. Now let's keep searching for more, and well, I think it's time. Maybe, in my opinion, if you were to combine this signal with the levels analysis, maybe I would have probably skipped this signal, but at the same time, I mostly rely on the Axel strategy now in this webinar. So I still opened the trade in the downwards direction, because there was this level of support which could have hindered the outcome of this trade. But anyways, let's trade it. Wow, so this is a little bit confusing. So I kind of missed this signal because it was somewhere around here, and now the price have gone up a little bit too much from this point. So you don't really want to, so whenever in doubt, skip a trading signal. It's just doesn't make sense. Sometimes when you are not sure, it's better to avoid some losing signals instead of like this one. Okay, kind of came close, and okay, anyways, let's give it a try. So still I like this one much better than the previous one, because this one was a very confusing one. So we went up, went down, so immediately we have two signals, two opposing signals. So you don't really want to trade there, you want to wait for some clarity. And I think on the Euro USD we have a fresh signal in the downwards direction, which is this one, and probably somewhere around, yeah, okay. So these signals are in correlation, the pound and the euro. So sometimes you can open a trade on one asset because the other one will just follow. Right. So what comes next? All right, let's give it a try on the CAD, so the Canadian dollar against the Japanese yen. And that was my first losing trade in this strategy. And now my trade on the Euro CAD, so the euro against the Canadian dollar, is trading. Hello, when this platform will be available in Italy? Wow. I don't really have any information regarding this question, but I don't think this will happen in the near future. So I think the platform will not be available in Italy throughout this year. So unfortunately, but that's yeah. Okay, let's give it a try. So the euro CAD now in the upwards direction. Let's hope that this trend reversal will not be a fake one and will be the true one. And wow. All right, guys. What I don't like about this setup right now is that, see, we are very, very near to this level of support. Plus, we only had like 8 or 9 red candlesticks in a row, and I think the time for a pullback has come. And I don't think there will be a continuation of this downtrend. So I will skip this one. And so how's my USD JPY? So yeah, it's like very, very, yeah, the price just didn't go anywhere. So we were stuck here. Yeah, kind of like not the best setup. Yet there was a signal. I tried it, didn't work out. So yeah, that's fine. I accepted the loss, and I move further. So we're about to witness a signal on the euro against the Australian dollar, because the orange line is nearing the 100 line, which is the middle line. So I want to put a star. I want to mark it as a star. And the pound against the Japanese yen, same story. Now USD JPY. I don't know, guys. Sometimes this, everyone has their own their favorite assets and their least favorite assets. And frankly speaking, so the USD JPY pair is probably one of my least favorite assets. So CAD JPY closed with a refund. Was very close to a profit, but it closed with a refund. Oh wow. So the Euro CAD is not going anywhere. That was a false signal. And yeah, the Euro AUD. So once again, like I said, here comes this signal. It came on the following candlestick, and yeah, this is a signal in the upwards direction. Question from Mustafa. Hi Thomas, how long it take you to have a consistent profit? So in fact, it took me around 3 or 4 months. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to calculate, because when I started trading, I traded futures and stocks, and so the mechanics is a little different there, and sometimes it is hard to measure your success, because I didn't do just day trading. I started with kind of like swing trading or midterm trading, and sometimes I would have a loss on from my day trading, which I also did on some futures. But at the same time, I closed my month profitably with the profit that came from stocks. So it's kind of hard to say. But I would say on average, okay, so it took me around, I would say like 3 or 4 months, maybe 5 months to become consistent trader, and to basically learn all the setups, all that I had to learn. Right? You don't have to learn everything. You just need to learn what you have to learn. So it sounds a little bit complicated, but in fact, it is true. You don't need to know everything. You just need to know some patterns that basically bring you profits, right? What else when I say? So I want to say that everyone has their own speed or pace of learning, and some people learn faster, some people learn a little bit slower, and but one thing I would like to tell you is that if after, I would say, like 1 year of trading, you are still losing money and you are not seeing the light in the end of the tunnel, it means that you are doing something wrong. Maybe you don't study enough, maybe you don't consult your personal analyst, or like in our company we have trading analysts, financial analysts who work in the VIP department, and they can help you out with so many different issues, so many different questions regarding trading. And so guys, those who don't take advantage of our analysts, you're not doing yourself a favor, you're doing the opposite, because sometimes you can sometimes just have a quick talk with a financial analyst, and he will be able to pretty much to point out to those mistakes that you have not been noticing. And sometimes it's just kind of like this like black spot on your eye or on your mind, that you do not see some obvious things, some obvious mistakes. And when you start discussing your trade, and you do this openly in an open manner, you're not trying to look cool, but you instead say, hey, it's been 1 year since I started trading. I have not made my profits yet. I don't know what to do. I want to become a profitable trader, but I'm constantly losing money. So what do I need to do? Do I need to change my trading style? Do I need to trade some other assets? What about my I don't conduct my trader's journal, things like that. So guys, I would say some people start making money after 1 week of trading, and some people struggle for years to come, and they will be struggling in this year, the next year, and the following year, and the year after. And sometimes, yes, it takes a little bit of discipline, and sometimes I would say, learning how to trade, figuring out all these different trade informations, it's not a difficult thing. It's I don't know how many of them there are on the market, 10, 15, things like that. You only need 1 or 2 trading strategies that you need to master. So I would say the reason number 1 why people lose money on the financial markets is because of their trading psychology and not following the rules. So in other words, it's called the lack of discipline. Okay, so let me examine my results. So I was off to a very good start with 4 winning trades, and then this a little bit of a losing streak has arrived. Now this trade should close with a profit, and okay, let's give it a try. Once again, USD JPY. Now we have another, so the signal number 2, setup number 2 in this strategy. When the orange line crosses the 100 line, that's when you want to open trades in the upwards direction. Yes, so Beast Awoken says, my account got banned because of verification. Can you help me out, please? I have already mailed. I don't have direct connection with those guys in that department. What I can tell you is that we are a financially regulated company. We have a regulator, we have an auditor, and asking for verification is one of the things that we have to do. And now this is a downward signal on the USD JPY. My third trade, and let's see how it closes. So guys, sometimes yes, I know some people don't like this verification process, procedure, etc. But trust me, that's a very common procedure in any financial institution, in any brokerage company, in any bank, in any crypto company, anywhere. Anywhere you will be asked for a set of documents or the so-called verification procedure. So there is nothing to worry about. It's a very common procedure. But guys, mail them directly. So if you have all the documents, all the necessary documents, they will unblock your account. And as far as I know, we have a very soft procedure about this. That first you get a warning, and you have 14 days to provide the necessary documents. And if you don't do that, after 14 days, your account, so trading will be suspended, but you will still have access to your account. I think something like this, or maybe when you have. Okay, guys, I passed my verification such a long time ago that I don't even know the exact procedure, but I know there is this 14 window and the 60 their window, and after 60 days, yes, your account might be blocked, and your money will be sent back to you, will be withdrawn, because you do not provide the documents, and we do not want to keep your money on the platform. So we will definitely want to withdraw this money and send back to your account or your credit card, your pretty much and whatever you want. Wow, what a crazy asset, this USD JPY, guys. I don't want to trade it anymore. So I lost 2 trades on this one, and the USD JPY I had to cancel because I saw that it was not going anywhere. Now I have 2 trades. Two open trades right now. And thinking of another, of adding one more trade. So Bitcoin is on the rise now. It's already, wow, it just goes up and down like 1%. Just happens within a few minutes. Yeah, let's try CAD CHF. So the CAD CHF, AUD CAD should be closing with a profit. Now the Euro CAD. Now this is a little nervous. This gets a little nervous, and I think we are what? We are how many seconds away from the US markets opening? Like 3 seconds away. So we're gonna observe a little bit of extra volatility quite soon, and for the next 3 or 4 minutes. Okay. So I don't really want to open any more trades for the next 2-3 minutes because the US markets are about to open. I can select Nasdaq, and we will see how volatile these instruments can be. Which strategy you used for forex trading? I would say that when you go to our trading strategies section, so let me watch this. Wow, nice closure, nice closing on this trade. So whenever you see this sign, this icon FX, it means that this strategy is either applicable only for forex, average intersection, chasing the trend, Japanese classic, or it is both it is both applicable to FTT trading and FX trading. So I would say that most of our trading strategies can be applied to forex trading, and in fact they provide a fantastic number of winning trades. And one thing you have to remember about forex is that on forex you don't really need to have even 50% winning trades. If you can make 35% winning trade, so 1/3, or even like 1 out of 4, so that's 25% winning trades, you can still make money, provided that you apply the correct principles of money management to forex. So it means that you let the profits grow, and you don't close your trades preliminary. So you let those profits grow, and you don't close those trades after a few minutes, after you get a few dollars of profits. So sometimes when you see something like this, I know, plus 61, and some people are like, oh, I should close this trade. But no, if your risk in this trade is somewhere around $100, you need to wait until you get at least $300 of profits. But in order to do so, you have to select your setups wisely. Wow, so this is a reversal. Okay, let's try this one, CHFJPY. So I actually plan on opening just a few more trades, maybe 1-2 trades, because I can see that the market has changed a little bit, and some of these setups that worked. So we are kind of like in this sideways market, not really going anywhere, but the size of this, so the average true range of the candlesticks is quite big, and that's why I got kicked out of a few winning trades, and those trades closed with a loss, unfortunately. So let's try the Euro Stocks 50 index. And GBPCAD. All right, guys. I guess no more trades for today. Let's see how these trades close. I by mistakenly provided some wrong document. Well, you probably have the address of our KYC department. I think it's something like KYC at olymptrade. But definitely have an email. You should have an email from them, so you can text them directly. You can mail them directly, and they will tell you. They're gonna tell you what to do. All right. So it's not a complicated thing. Right. A question from Shan Hadip. I'm doing trading for a couple of days now, and I'm not good in reading chart. I make loss more than profit. What are the best tips you have for beginners like me? So piece of advice number one would be to give yourself a little bit of time. You don't you have to understand that trading is a marathon. It's not a sprint. There is no need to set yourself unrealistic goals, like to learn to figure out this new area of human activity within, say, 1 week or 2 weeks. Don't do that. Don't don't put such a big burden on your shoulders. Wow, at least we closed with a refund. So refund is better than a loss. Set yourself a schedule. For example, say in January, I want to learn 2-3 trading strategies. I want to practice them on my live account with the minimum amount possible, which is normally $1 US. So you can set such a goal for yourself, and then if by the end of January you will have learned 2-3 trading strategies and you know them well, then maybe have a consultation with a financial analyst. Discuss your money management, discuss your what to do next. Because it's the process of trading is very similar to any other kind of human activity. It's like this process is you do something, you get some feedback, and then you adapt. So it's like rinse and repeat, then rinse and repeat. So what you need to do is you need to basically figure out how to increase your win rate, and how to cut your losses, right? And what to do next? It's get a consultation with a financial analyst. You can set you can draw a financial plan or a trading plan together. How much money do you want to make per month, per week, per year? Things like that. There are so many things that our analysts can help you with. All right, guys, let me calculate my winning trades and my losing trades, and then I will be back with you, and I will maybe give you some more information. So I was off to a very good start. I had 1, 2, 3, 4 winning trades, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 winning trades. And how many of them? So this one is such a painful trade because it was nearly all the time in the profitable zone, and then in the end it closed with a loss. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so it's 12. Yeah, so 12 losing trades. So guys, I didn't increase the amount. So I was traded with a fixed amount of money. So my winning ratio is 52%. Closing this webinar with a little bit of a loss, which is $19. Yet I think this strategy is a very good one, and maybe next time I will show you how to apply the principle of loss compensation system. Are you real or fake? Well, you can pretty much check the quotes right now. So we are doing this. I'm doing this webinar live. This is not a recording, and you can compare the quotes with what's happening right now on the markets. And yeah, I'm real. I'm a real person, not a robot. Which strategy is that? This strategy is called Axel. So you can watch this. You can re-watch this webinar. It's gonna stay on our channel, so you can watch it. Loads of trades. You got no idea. Just opening trades to be in. I would not agree, because all the trades I was okay. One thing you're right about is, yes, I did open quite many trades because I wanted to provide you with not just one or two setups, but to show you as many different scenarios, or as many different signals as possible. So that's why I was opening them a little bit, maybe too much. I was like, I over traded by just a little bit. On the other hand, all my trades were done according to today's trading strategy, right? So they all came from they were all signals from the Axel strategy, and that's why I think this was a legit way of trading. So thanks for the tips, I'll remember. All right, yes, can you provide me someone contact details? So I apologize, but I don't. Well, they should be replying the email, so maybe they just had a New Year vacation or something. But trust me, they work, and yeah, they will answer your question. Definitely, they will answer your emails. You're not using any EMAs, and also you don't know to read the candlesticks. Well, the purpose of today's webinar was to explain one strategy, because it is nearly impossible to demonstrate, to be demonstrating and explaining and talking about even two or three trading strategies at a time. So that's why I intentionally disregarded some of the signals from the technical analysis, from candlesticks, from levels, and of course from the EMAs, which, well, I didn't even apply any EMA on this chart. So yes, you're right in this sense, but I had a goal of explaining one trading strategy, all right? So one strategy at a time. Do not try and, put 3-4 strategies in a blender. So one strategy at a time. So master one strategy, open 50 trades with this trading strategy, and then proceed to the next one. That's probably one of the best tips that I can give you regarding trading. Right, guys, it was a pleasure conducting this webinar. We will not have a webinar this Thursday, and my next trading session, so my name is Thomas, and my next trading session will only happen next Tuesday. So next Tuesday, same time, and prepare your questions. Choose a strategy that you want me to talk about, and I will be happy to talk about this strategy. So thank you very much for your attention, guys. I wish you all luck in trading, and Happy New Year.